Code force round 395 div 1a. So in this question, we've been given a tree and we need to decide whether it is possible to pick a node out of the tree such that all the all the subtrees, I mean all the children. So consider all the children of the considered node. All the children, if all the children have the same color in the subtree of the child, um, then we say that the vertex that has been considered, uh, that is what is that? That is uh, that doesn't annoy him. So we need to find whether there exists a root such that uh, that particular root doesn't annoy him. So I initially the problem setup seemed to be a problem for that could have been solved by in-out DP, but after thinking a bit, I wasn't able to come up with an approach because we need to find the So in in-out DP, if we store are all the nodes in the subtree of the same color, how will we form the out DP? I wasn't able to think of a logic for that. So also this is a div 1a problem. Couldn't have been this hard. So uh, I tried to think in a alternate fashion. So the approach I came up with was uh, consider any two vertices that share an edge and which have two different colors in both the vertices. So if at all there is a valid root, it has to be one of these two vertices. The reason being, so let's consider this edge as the edge we are considering. We are claiming that if at all there is a valid root, it has to be out one of this and this vertex. So the reason for this is, let's say it the root isn't either of these two vertices. The root lies in somewhere in this part. So if any of any node of this subtree is taken, this is not a subtree, but let's say graph. If any node of this graph is taken as a root, then the problem with that is these two vertices would come in a single subtree of that root. And since they both of them have different colors, this won't be a valid assignment. So we conclude that if at all there is a node, it has to be one of these two nodes. So now the problem is very simple. Uh, what we do is we iterate through. We first of all we check whether there exists a edge such that it has two different colored nodes. If there doesn't exist, then the answer is yes, and pick any random vertex that will do the job. If there does exist such a edge, do a DFS for edge vertex number one. Check whether all the subtrees individually have vertices of the same color. If yes, then report the answer for this vertex. If no, then check for this and report the answer for this vertex. If both of them fail, then the answer is no. Now, in how does this look in code? The code is pretty simple, straightforward. This is searching for a edge with two differently colored nodes. We're not able to find such an edge. We report yes. If we are able to find such an edge, we check whether the first vertex is a solution. If it is, report it. If it isn't, check for the second vertex. If both of them aren't, say out no. So if we are maintaining DP array here, which is uh, which basically is that it stores the color of all the nodes in the subtree, given that all the nodes in the subtree are the same, have the same color. If any of the vertices of any vertex of the subtree under consideration, if it has a different color compared to its other node, the other nodes in the subtree, then then we'll say that dp of node is equal to -1. So this is the way we populate DP array, and in is solution we check whether all the children of the current node have DP of child is equal to -1. Yeah.